Today we're going to be taking a look at the role of an admin in our new classes and courses feature. So here on the screen in front of me we've got our upcoming class and course schedule where members can view details and register. So now we're going to head to our club profile and the club's admin page, and we're going to take a look at how all that gets put together. So from the membership section we're going to head down to events and classes. Here we've got our standard event features and our new class. So we've got our list of classes that have already been set up, and we're just going to take a look at one to see what sort of options we have. Okay, so name, description, we've got our existing categories and you can create a new one if you like. Difficulty level, equipment that's needed, these are all information that obviously members are going to be able to see prior to sign up. And then who the instructor is. Age restrictions, okay, so this particular class has been set up to not allow juniors to sign up, so we've got a minimum age of 13, and it's also been restricted class size wise. So we've got a maximum of 5, and then we have a wait list of 2, and if the class is full, and if there are people on the wait list and somebody pulls out of the class, up until 2 hours before, 120 minutes before the class starts, there's an auto promote feature, which will automatically upgrade anybody from the waitlist to the class, and after that time it would have to be done manually. We set our schedule in the next section, so we've got our start and end date, easy drop down calendar. How far in advance do you want to show the classes on the schedule, that first screen that we were looking at. Then we've got our day and times. We've got registration, so do you want to be able to sign up online? Also, do you want them to be able to register for any class at any time? So maybe you only want to make it 14 days in advance. So it's the same for everyone and everyone knows the rules. We can also restrict a certain membership types. And we can decide if we want to allow non-members to register or not. We can set location if we want here, just so that the class shows up on the booking calendar for members. And here it's set up to show on Studio One. And then we've got payment options. So if you enable it, you can set one price or you can tier it out so that the different members pay different prices. So that's all the setting options for a class, pretty powerful, lots of flexibility in there. And then you can see that 5 have already been set up. So what else we would like to do from this screen? Well, we've got one or other option here, apart from editing those details that we just looked at, would be to create an exception. So a lot of these classes will be recurring, for instance, weekly. And the one we just looked at, Pilates, as an example, it's going from now until the end of the year. So it's obviously not going to run every week. There might be a holiday, a club closure, etc., etc. So we're going to want to put an exception for the class. So we'll take a quick look at that process. We can do all classes, and maybe the club is actually closed and they're all cancelled, or we can do specific ones where we can choose. Typical one, I guess, would be something like a holiday or a club closure, so you can put the description in. Start date, so let's say maybe the first week of July. And then we can also decide whether it's going to be all the days of the week that's the booking takes care of. In case it's a Monday and a Wednesday gig, you might only want to do one of the days, and the same goes for the time slots. So it might be all day, but you might just want to get rid of a particular window of a course. Typically it would be the entire day, and any days that it's on for the particular week. Okay, so that's the exception. Okay, so in this video so far, we've seen how to create a class, i.e. hit create class, and then you go and look at all these different options to actually set the class up. Once you have, put any exceptions in that you need to, and then your classes are pretty much ready to be booked onto by your members.